Hola, it's retrograde season. Get ready to hold your britches because it's going to be a wild ride. No, but it's going to be very combative. You know, it's going to be a lot of misunderstandings and, high energy conversations, delays in travel, things like that will come up during this time. We also have Jupiter retrograde in Cancer, so you may not feel as lucky. It doesn't mean the luck is not there, but this season is about going inward and seeing how you show up and what you contribute. I don't know. No, but for real, because it will be a lot of combative energy, I do think a lot of people are going to have to get real with how they, the fuel that they add to the fire.
Yeah.
So, man, let's get into this retrograde season, man.
Strap in.
Hi, I'm Rhonnie.
And I'm Lee.
And welcome back to Jupiter Juice, your cosmic check-in for all things astrology, pop culture, and spiritual self-discovery. Yeah, man. How you doing?
Well, let's not talk about that. I'm just playing.
Well, I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right.
I'm doing great. What do you mean?
No, but so speaking of this retrograde season, before we get into this retrograde season, we did just have Mars enter Sagittarius, and this is going to tie into this Mercury retrograde that we will be talking about later. So Mars just entered Sagittarius. We're both Sagittarius rising. I know for me, I cussed someone out yesterday, a stranger. I never do that. Also, it felt like people wanted to run me off the road, and yesterday was the Mars in Uranus opposition. So yesterday really hit for me because I didn't know what was going on until I got home and I saw a TikTok somebody doing the weekly forecast for Sagittarius, and everything they said happened to me that day in regards to the Mars and Uranus.
Who was it?
He's kind of British or he's from the UK, white dude.
He's not bald, is he?
No, he's not bald. I'll show you because I saved the picture on his post on the Jupiter Juice page. Okay. But yeah, and he's really accurate. He's very chill, whatever. Uh-huh. Not very performative. But yeah, everything was watch out for car accidents. People were trying to run me off the road. It's watch out for arguments. It can be a dangerous energy. And it felt like I was in danger all day yesterday.
You in danger, girl?
I felt like I was in danger. My life was on the line. I didn't like that. So I was like, you know what? Let me go home. Let me go. And I kept pushing, trying not to go home. I was like, no, I need to be out here. I need to be, making money. I need to be making moves. I was like, you know what? That last little run-in with somebody, I said, it's time to go home. It's time to go home. And that is Mars and Sagittarius. To me, that is Mars and Sagittarius. You want to push. You want to push. You want to go. You want to use that action and that energy, and you want to expand. And you want, I'm a hustle. I feel like it's a hustle sign. I'm out here. I'm going to get it.
Hustle. Hard. Wait, closed mouths don't get fed on a boulevard.
Hey. I seem extra lame and I'm the rapper. But yeah, man, the Mars and Sagittarius energy is interesting, being more so aware and actually paying attention to these transits and stuff. Because before we started Jupiter Juice, we were paying attention, but we weren't paying attention, seeing what's coming up. It's dang, seeing it in action. I'm like, yo, I need to schedule my months out.
Yeah.
Based on the transit, and I'm actually scheduling not to leave my house next week when Mars and Mercury form a conjunction. I don't know. That just seems like an extra energy is going to be around communication.
Yeah.
And Mercury, and it's happening. That conjunction is happening the day Mercury goes retrograde. So, Mercury retrograde. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, before that, for some reason, and I know this is a phenomenon that happens with other people too, I feel like I will feel the transit like a week or two before. And then by the time the transit comes around on the day, I'll be reflecting on it and I'm able to look back like, oh.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's because I have Saturn retrograde and my lessons I be having to reflect. And
Yeah, mine's retrograde too.
Yeah,
a lot of people's are retrograde.
Yeah, because it's retrograde for half the year.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that is. But I feel like, because my yesterday.
Also, you're an extremely intuitive person. Like, you're insanely intuitive. She's psychic. You know,
but because my yesterday, I saw people around me, like my job. I guess my job was affected because our GM just got fired immediately. Like, sorry, like literally, like that day, fired out of nowhere.
During the
like the same day. So that's like the most important thing. Other than that, yesterday it was boring. Like I've been like that day specifically was boring.
Like when I got home, I was fine.
Yeah,
but like. It needed to be a boring day for me, but I forced it. And that's, like the energy was like kind of crazy. Yeah. But like, I don't know. It's just really interesting seeing these transits happen. If you have Sagittarius, any prominent Sagittarius placements, let us know down below in the comments. We're very interested to see who out there is dealing with this energy, because Sagittarius energy is big energy. It's big body.
Very big.
It's big body.
Very big.
And like you're gonna know a Sagittarius is in the room. You're gonna be able to spot them from a mile away. And so a lot of your Sagittarius friends are gonna be maybe on one. Yeah. Sagittarius, especially with Mars, especially if it's on their sun. Oh. I'm sorry. No, like it might. They might be insufferable.
Yeah. Mars energy especially Mars was in Scorpio, which is a very internal sign, and it's a water sign. So it's like water is kind of putting out the fire a little bit. But then it's going into Sagittarius and it's like
it's amplified.
Yeah, we're fire on fire. What's up?
Yeah, we're
ready.
Let's burn it all down.
Yeah.
And so it's like the battle is between love and war, especially when we have Venus going into Scorpio, but I digress. But like with Mercury retrograde, of course, it's communication. There's going to be a lot of miscommunications coming up during this time. So don't be surprised if you find yourself a little bit more argumentative than normal. And also to your point, it's like feeling the transit before it happens. We discussed like Mercury has a pre-shadow period, and it's like a week or week and a half or something before and after, pre and post shadow.
A week.
So it's like, you're gonna feel that energy. Like we're kind of in that Mercury, Mars, fiery talk energy, but also like it's like go-getter energy too. But because we are in a retrograde season, because we also have Jupiter going retrograde right after that, it's like pouncing on things and pouncing on ideas and just burning bridges and burning through it all is not smart right now.
And it's going to be hard to not do that.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard.
Especially with that Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius likes to believe like their way is the way.
Yeah.
They're the belief sign. And they can change their beliefs on a whim. Yeah. It's still open-minded. It's not like, oh, my way's the only way. But it's more so like, no, like, this is what I believe. I'm going to go for it.
Yeah.
Like how you were saying earlier, like that passionate energy of like.
A very passionate sign. Yeah. Definitely going to tell it like it is. Maybe. Yeah. Definitely. No, but
how
definitely
how
they think it is. Because the thing is like with the Sagittarius, like regardless of if it's wrong or whatever, their worldview is their worldview, and to them it's right. What I've experienced, in relation to Sagittarius is, it's like they have this whole world around them. And honestly, like it kind of gives like up in the clouds energy to me a little bit, because, and it's also at the top, kind of at the top of the chart.
And then Jupiter also rules Pisces.
So
that's that dreamy energy, idealistic energy.
So it's like, you're going to be you may end up being on your high horse or witnessing people, experiencing people on their high horse. And I would say to navigate that is just like I always say, keep yourself grounded. Okay.
Right.
No, I think this is the month this is the month. I mean, I know we tell you this all the time, but I really do think this is the month to focus on meditation, focus on self-care, focus on not interacting with others. Like if you feel angry, if you feel like you on one, you feel like you're a little spicy, you probably need to chill.
Mm-hmm. It's not the time to like be on one right now and to just guns blazing, let's go forward, because you might go forward in the wrong direction.
Yeah. And you don't have that clarity right now, especially with the retrograde. Like you might feel a little confused right now.
Yeah. And you might think you have the clarity or like, because I've done this. I literally just recently done this where I was thinking like, I'm doing the right thing. I don't care. I have the clarity. And then I did it and I was like, that actually just made things a million times worse.
Yeah. A million times.
And that's not even what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So you might think you have clarity, but if you really sit and think and like just before reacting, just kind of take time alone to ponder, that's going to be best.
And then also, because it's, Sagittarius, well, Mercury, it's the planet Mercury and the sign of Sagittarius. Of course, it's the mind, what you're thinking. I was like, being your body, like that, your actions. For me, my way of decision making is, what does it feel like in the body? Because I don't feel like
Mercury and Taurus.
Yeah. It's like, that's my, that's my thing. It's like, what does it feel like? I was like, what does it taste like? What does it, feel like? Right. That is going to be how you make decisions. Because I mean, like, we have to live life. We have to still operate day to day. Just because it's retrograde season, I mean, we can't. Yeah. You may be in a situation where you have to make a decision about something.
Yeah, quick split decision.
It's like, but I'll just refrain as much as you can from being impulsive and just really think about it. That's all we're saying. And don't be starting that with nobody.
Yeah.
Don't
start none, won't be none.
Okay. Too high to get over, too low to get under. Yeah. Stuck in the middle. Some. Can't feed your baby.
Hi, Michael.
Yeah, so that's what I feel for Mercury and Sagittarius. As far as like Jupiter retrograde in Cancer, like I said earlier, like because it is Jupiter, it's sign of like, expansion, luck, opportunity, blah, blah, blah. You probably won't feel as lucky. I would say it just won't feel as great. I don't feel like it will be like the worst type of retrograde ever.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna call you back home and to be more introspective and figure out like, because in the sign of Cancers and Cancers, like nurturing and like emotions and it's just
it's
like
exalted.
care. Yeah. So it's like it does like it's at home there. It feels good there, right? But like I would say it's like, okay, how are you nurturing yourself? Because it's like expanding within versus expanding outwardly and like being there
definitely
for you,
expanding within,
like others. It's like, okay, how are you taking care of yourself? Because I like, so, well, I don't care about this because it's not a bad thing. But anyway, so me and my fiance, we go to premarital counseling. Definitely recommend. But and it's a fun time, it's a cool time. And I was talking to our therapist. I was like, hey, like I think we should practice self-care more. I think we should get into that season. I was like, it's like because we neglect ourselves because we are working class. So a lot of working class people, it's like, oh, I don't have it. I don't can't do it. You convince yourself that you can't take care of yourself or that you can't do something nice for yourself. You can't eat what you want to eat, right? But, it's like we have a plan where it's like, okay, look, I want to get my nails done. I want to start, because I used to have claws, okay? I want to start getting my nails done again. I want to start going, do I want to start going to the hair salon? Maybe. I don't know. But, like I want to get a massage, you know what I'm saying? Like, and actually like set things aside for me to actually take care of myself. Yeah. And like what that means. So what do you think?
I agree. Like, I like how you said the expanding inward. Yeah. And then it's funny because Mercury is debilitated in Sagittarius, and then Jupiter, its ruler is Jupiter, which is in Cancer right now, and that's where it's exalted. So they're doing they're playing off of each other a little bit for a second until Mercury goes back into Scorpio. And then that's when it's really sporty because they're trying. But with that being said, it's like you said, like you're doing a kind of wash and detox. That's what I'm feeling over like your inner, like how you view yourself, how you view the people around you, and the way that you make your moves, like what's motivating your moves, like what your beliefs and your comforts. And those two things are kind of working together to see like, okay, how am I going to push myself forward? Because Mars is also in play of this. Yeah. In Sagittarius, it's also conjunct Mercury. So it's like the mind and the body working together to push you forward with whatever your beliefs are. Maybe your beliefs are outdated. Maybe the way that you find comfort, you can't find comfort there anymore, and you have to kind of pivot. And that's uncomfortable, especially we have all this Sagittarius Scorpio energy in the air. There's discomfort in the truth. Yeah. And Jupiter in Cancer wants us to be comfortable. Yeah. And wants us to feel like this utopia energy and where everybody gets along. But that's not always possible. So how can you make it possible? Or how can you like kind of still strive for that when everything's uncomfortable? You feel like the walls are kind of falling down and collapsing. And you're like, how do I move forward? What do I do? So... Or it might not even be that deep for you. It might just be like, hey. You
might be lucky. Ain't nothing going on.
You might just be like, oh, well, I'm not feeling that. Yeah. Okay, but it's still about kind of like, what are my beliefs right now? It's just a good time to reflect on that. And maybe you're holding yourself back when you don't need to be holding yourself back. Yeah. Yeah.
I definitely feel that, man. Yeah. I definitely feel that. So I would just say, like, mind your mouth. You know,
especially debilitated Mercury. Yeah. My Mercury is in Sag.
Yeah. Well, and then we're both Sagittarius rising. So it's like first house situations for us are like our identity and how we show up.
Very present.
Yeah. And it's on that axis, the first house, seventh house. So like showing up for ourselves versus showing up for others, the relationships and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, man, Sag rising, because we do have a lot of followers that are Sag rising, which is really cool. Yeah, I've noticed, so that's kind of cool. So hey, y'all can relate. Right. But yeah, man, don't be arguing with your peoples, like if you can help it. And then also, like, you know, I don't making rash and harsh decisions during this time. I don't think is wise. I think when the energy settles, especially when Mercury moves into Scorpio. It'll be retrograde back in Scorpio for a little while, and the transits in the sky are a little bit more harmonious. So it won't feel as intense with the Mercury but with the Mercury moving back into Scorpio, I feel like it will be more introspective. I feel like after all the anger from Mercury being in Sag, it's like you may reflect a little bit more. It's like, oh man,
it's a cool down.
I probably shouldn't have said that. Yeah, maybe I could have handled that better. I could have done this differently. You know. Yeah. But we're here as a warning.
So think about that now.
Think about that now. While you have the tools, astrology is a tool, so use the tool to your advantage. Okay. Yeah. And don't be causing all no mess. Okay, because. I'm usually not affected by Mercury retrogrades. Like now, the one in the middle of the summer, whew, that tore me up. I'm knocking me between the wash and the dryer. And this one, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, but really I feel like wild
card for me.
Yeah, I feel like it's shaking. It's made me want to plan for next year. I feel motivated to start planning and you know, being more action oriented, but it's like more of like in a building stage before planting the seeds, like figuring out what seeds to plant. And then, you know, after the season passes, then go ahead and plant the seed, fertilize it, things like that. But I think this is where if you want to be action oriented, I think this is you can be action oriented by planning.
Yeah, because right now is harvest season. Fall is harvest season. So right now you're reaping what you have sown already through through the whole year, basically. Through the whole year. So it's like you already planted the seeds and now your seeds are sprouting. How does it look? You don't like it? Time to plant something else.
Plant some new one.
Maybe you do like it and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm proud of that. Take some time to be proud of it. Or maybe it's like, I planted this, but I think I don't need it. So it's like you're harvesting, you're looking over your crops and you're like, okay, you're taking it in. You're like, all right, you know, either way, you gotta eat the cake that's in front of you. Yeah. You got to eat what's in front of you because it's there and you got to deal with it. So it's like, now these retrogrades are a time, like you just said, to start thinking of how can I plan the next harvest by this time next year? How do I want my crop to look?
Yeah.
And Sagittarius is giving us the energy, and so a Scorpio, to like go inward and think like, okay, what's driving my beliefs? If I don't like this thing that harvested for me, what drove that? What drove me to do that? And how can I show up differently? Or if I do like it, how can I have more? And I want more. If you want more, how can I keep building on that energy? And how can I have more of this? I love this. How can I have more? Yeah. So it's all about like what's driving that belief, what's driving those seeds to be planted, and what seeds are being planted, like you said. So
love that.
Yeah.
Love that dissertation.
Yeah.
So weird. But yeah, man, if you would like a deep dive on your chart and see how the season may affect you, definitely hit us up. We're down to do, birth chart reading, or, get a tarot reading from Miss Lee. She's phenomenal. Okay.
Thank you.
Read me to filth, but like in a loving way. Love it.
Always with love.
She's amazing. But definitely hit that link below if you are interested in a reading, just to see like, how this month may shape up for you. And yeah, man, so next week Mercury retrograde is going to be on the 9th. Don't quote me.
I don't know either.
You wrote it down.
I did have it up.
Oh yes, Mercury, I was right.
Period.
Mercury retrograde on the 9th, Jupiter retrograde in Cancer on the 11th, and then we also have Mercury conjunct Mars in Sagittarius. So next week is going to be a little active in the middle. Going to be a little spicy. So
very spicy week.
So just keep that in mind. You'll be okay. So yeah, man, I think that's really it, man. Yeah. If you have any more questions about like the retrogrades and stuff, definitely let us know in the comments, and we'll be happy to answer those questions. Other than that, thank you so much for tuning in to Jupiter Cheers.
See you soon.